here, you probably remember from some of my videos. It's my Chevy Sonic, 2014 Chevy Sonic. Blew the engine in this one. These vehicles have horrible problems. Alright YouTube, me again, Russ, with another Chronicles of Rideshare. On the last video I talked about how great it was to drive the Dodge Caravan, and now I realized major transmission problems. In the last video on my channel I did the fluid change because I had a couple codes come up that said dirty fluid, but it was the results of why the fluid is so dirty and burnt that is the problem. So basically, long story short, major transmission overhaul is what I'm looking at with this here vehicle. Now, it blue books for around, being generous, the Dodge Caravan here blue books for around $5,500. I owe $7,000 on it. All right, so the cost, worst case scenario, and this is from my friend at Amico transmission shop here in the city that I know, that I've trusted, that I've dealt with before, that I've sent friends to, knows his stuff. All right, it has what's called the death code, which is sad, and that's what he said. He said, listen, you know, a soft rebuild is not going to work. Like, I have to get in there, he said, and take the whole thing apart and rebuild the transmission. He said, worst case scenario, it's going to be another $5,000, all right, to do the transmission. He said, best case scenario, about $3,200 to $3,700. So, you know, I'm starting to lean more towards the rental situation again, and maybe giving that another try, because here we are again with this this issue here going on. Let me show you something else. This is the some of the dark side of rideshare. Speaking of the dark side of rideshare, this was my first rideshare vehicle, and it is the dead Chevy Sonic. It's been sitting here since October of 2017. I haven't really told my viewers about it. Was kind of embarrassed, actually, to be honest. And I felt duped. I felt duped by Chevy. I felt like Chevrolet's quality had gotten better. It obviously hasn't. The engine's blown. The engine's blown in this vehicle, and I don't have the money to fix it. And again, it's one of those things. This car running blue books for about $6,000. I owe $8,000 on it, and it has a blown engine. 150,000 miles is about as much as I could get out of this vehicle. That's well maintained. They have coolant problems, man. They just don't cool down right. That's what you get. You put a turbocharger on them, I suppose. 1.4 liter engine. It's just bad engineering. These vehicles have horrible problems with cooling, keeping the engine cool. Stop making payments on it. I owe another $8,000 on this vehicle. Yeah, that's true. That's happening. All right, that's my life. Owe $8,000 on this vehicle that doesn't run. And again, it's so devalued that the finance company, who, you know, I don't want to mention their name, but their initials are Wells Fargo, right? So Wells Fargo, they said, would you surrender the vehicle? I said, gladly. Yes, it's in my driveway. Go pick it up. They said, okay, just have the keys ready and we'll come pick it up. So a month goes by, 2 months goes by, 3 months goes by. They still haven't picked up the vehicle. And then I call them and they said, well, Mr. Shaw, the thing is that it's because the engine's blown in it, we're not really interested and picking it up or trying to sell it. Like, it's not even worth their effort to come bring a pickup or a tow truck out here and try and sell it at auction. Like, that's how not worth anything this car right here is. So this is my life right now. This vehicle is financed through a credit union here in Washington State, local credit union. So hopefully they'll be able to work with me on, actually I'm looking to refinance the transmission so I can, you know, I don't feel good about not paying off the Sonic. I don't feel good about not paying my debts, and especially to a credit union. And so I want to be the guy who pays his bills and who finishes out the loan on this vehicle. Again, if you look at some of my other videos, my other Dodge Caravan has 431,000 miles on it because I maintain my vehicles pretty well. All right, I take care of them. This one, transmission issue. If they approve me for the loan, they're gonna reduce my interest rate. They said, because I was at risk with that vehicle when they took me on. All right, that was on my credit report. So paying something crazy like 17% interest on this vehicle. Yeah. So they said they would reduce my interest rate, and they're talking about getting me another loan. It would be another personal loan for like $6,000. And that would pay for the transmission and some other repairs on the vehicle that I'd like to see done. So subscribe if you haven't yet, because we're going to see what the verdict is on that very soon. So that has to go through people who make decisions for that, through the credit union, and we'll see what they say. There's other finance companies out there that can finance the transmission, but the interest rates are just amazingly unbelievable. Like, if you don't pay them off, like, they give you a certain amount of time to pay it off, and it's really short, right? Like 100 days or, 90 days, or they'll extend it out to even like 6 months. But if you don't pay it off by then, it's like you're agreeing to something like 115% interest. True story. So I'm not looking forward to dealing with one of those companies. But I'm not holding out a whole lot of hope that the credit union is going to approve me for a $6,000 personal loan. I mean, I'm hoping so, but I don't know. So, yeah, man, some of the dark side of rideshare. All right, people, so about a week later now, I get word back from the finance company who said no. Yeah, that's right. They said no. They said they wouldn't finance me, and they're not interested in giving me a loan to help fix the transmission in this vehicle, so I can continue to pay off the loan. So that's where I'm at. Also, all these little companies who do the no credit lending for auto repair, they wouldn't lend me anything more than $2,700. $2,700 is the highest I was approved for by these crazy high interest rate, short-term pay off the loan companies. And so that's kind of where I'm at. I don't have the money to borrow to fix this vehicle, and changing a transmission out is beyond my pay grade. one of these modern vehicles. So that's where I'm at. But again, paying the bills right now, I'm still curious about Lyft Express. Can I I like that idea that I don't ever have to pay any repairs in the future. So that's how things are going for me these days. If you'd like to donate to the Russ Shaw Rideshare Driver Legal Defense Fund, or or anything, there's a link in the comments below. You can even Venmo me. Shoot me a Venmo. Send me a couple of bucks. So there's that. I don't know. If you want to help a lowly rideshare driver out, I'm open for charitable contributions at this point. It's a true story. But trying to keep it positive. Just another chapter of life. The ongoing saga of how we're going to stay living in our house here in the Pacific Northwest as housing prices get higher and higher. So yeah, hit that subscribe button. If you don't want to miss another video, hit the bell icon and you'll get updated as soon as videos are posted. Here amongst the graves, not dead cars, but you get the idea. Some imagery here. This is an alive car. Again, the rental, back with a rental. The 2017 Nissan Sentra. So trying this out again. Gonna do another review of the Lyft Express, and we'll see how that goes. Till next time.